Georgia voters asked by Newsmax to name Kamala Harris's accomplishments. Let's check it out.
We asked Georgians what they thought of Kamala Harris and her accomplishments. Let's watch. Some of her accomplishments.
Well, I mean, she was a district attorney.
I would say, was her graduate of Howard and her district attorney time in San Francisco. I think she has a pretty good record.
Well, she's done actually a really good job of getting the South Americans to look for jobs to keep people in the border.
You mean other than being DA?
So she's saying that she brought illegals here and got them jobs?
In California, and then going on and being vice president?
Not really. Not really. I can't really name any accomplishments. I know she is a decorated DA out of California.
Can you name a few
Decorated in locking black men up.
of her accomplishments?
No. No, I can't.
What are some of her accomplishments?
I will say that everything that I've seen, I don't think that, no.
I honestly don't think she has any. The 4 years that she was in office as vice president, I didn't hear her speak once until like last week. So that's kind of my take on it.
See, the only thing people can say is, well, she was district attorney and VP, but there's one comment here that sums it up perfectly. That basically did the work for me. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's open up this Daily Caller read. This is to Daily Caller readers. I'm sorry. I want to ask the Harris supporters, a simple question. Can you name the top 3 accomplishments of Kamala Harris that qualifies her to become president? I don't want to hear that she was in a VP in the Senate, an attorney general, or district attorney. Those are roles, not accomplishments. What did she do as VP? Her job as border czar. What were the results? What did she do as senator? What significant legislation did she author and pass? As an attorney general, what did she do to protect the public? As a district attorney, what was the impact on crime? Listing the number of individual bills she supported and what laws she voted for or against is not an accomplishment. That's her job in the Senate. Correctly. And that is correctly said. You can't just name somebody's title. Well, she was a DA. She was a terrible DA. She was AG. Well, what did she do as AG? Oh, she became VP. And she was a senator. Okay, but what bills did she author, did she pass during that time? And here's more. Don't write that Harris is for something, as in she is for health care for all, or a fair and equitable society, or an advocate for strict gun laws, or in favor of the DREAM Act. Those are not accomplishments. Someone wants to copy and paste a whole list of inconsequential stuff containing supported, voted on, instrumental, leading role, fought, spearheaded, proposed, major proponent, most traveled, oversaw, member of, advocated, championed, or promoted. These represent efforts. Accomplishments are results. I want to know the top 3 specific accomplishments of Kamala Harris that qualifies her for the job. The floor is yours. And then this person in the comments below saying, again, the silence is deafening. Well said. That couldn't have been said any better. Just because she's for something or she believes in something doesn't mean she actually has done anything. If you ask me you asked me why I'm supporting Trump, I said, okay, well, he had a remain in Mexico policy at the border. He was building the wall for 450 feet. Miles of wall were constructed or rebuilt. He moved the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem. 2 top terrorist leaders were killed. He had 2 top terrorist leaders killed. He defeated ISIS. He cut taxes. He passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Deregulation of the economy. These are things that he accomplished in office, that he did. Now, there's more to this. The scary thing is that you will still have idiots out there that will vote for her just because they say, she was a DA. She was senator. Just because somebody spent their entire lives, like people voted for Joe Biden because, oh, he's been in government for 50 years. He knows what he's doing. That is the worst excuse to vote for somebody just because they've been in government for 50 years. And I'm not going to say who this is, but there's somebody that I know personally very close to me, a family member, who said, oh, well, I said Joe Biden accomplished nothing in 50 years in government. He's been a disaster. And then this person said, well, he hasn't been president yet. You have to give him a chance. You've given somebody a chance for 50 years to get something done. And all of a sudden, because now they're president, you want to give them a shot? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, James O'Keefe, O'Keefe Media Group went undercover and interviewed the compliance manager for the DNC, I believe it is. Hear what pronouns he, him, had to say about Kamala not being able to win.
Journalist about the fears of the vice president losing to Donald Trump, revealing Kamala Harris has no accomplishments to run on, saying, quote, I don't think Kamala Harris would win this year, and saying that she doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of. He even goes so far as to say that Kamala Harris won't win even if she ran in 2028.
I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year.
Why?
She's weirdly unpopular. I think a lot of that is racism and misogyny. And the vice president's so easy to attack, right? She doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of because she's vice president. She doesn't make laws. Her job is to become president if Joe Biden does. And a lot of the time, the vice president, whoever they are, gets sent to do the hard stuff. So, yeah.
So why do you think she's constantly getting attacked?
Honestly, if you look at the stuff people attack her with, it is a bunch of racist, sexist bullshit. Like, it's just stuff you wouldn't say about a man. People call her ditzy.
It's true.
I mean, she is ditzy. She's an airhead. It's not because she's a woman or because she's black and Indian. It's because she's an airhead. She's a bona fide airhead. I mean, she can't answer a basic question. She always rambles on it with a bunch of filler stuff. Oh, the bus is yellow, yellow school bus. Bus goes round and round. Stupid stuff like that. And you saw I don't know, I wish I had a clip, but the other day she was asked her first, unscripted time in front of the camera, and she just sounded dumb. I mean, she's dumber than... Actually, I'm going to find that. I believe I have it right here. Here we go.
Testament to this is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
You can tell she's struggling. She doesn't know what to say. And we have to get her in front of the camera more often because she doesn't know how to talk to speak off the cuff like Donald Trump does. So this debate coming up, whether she's agreed to it or not yet, it's apparently set for September 4th, or is going to be set for... The plan is September 4th on Fox News. I wish it would be Newsmax. But whatever. I want to see Trump get her on that debate stage. I want her to crash and burn, and for her to be exposed for who she is with her radical record and her lack of accomplishments. People have to stop being stupid. They have to stop voting blue no matter who. Or be based on skin color. It's the only reason why she got the job as VP. She's a DEI hire. Joe Biden wanted a woman of color in that role. The same reason why Karine Jean-Pierre was chosen for her role as press secretary. The same reason why Ketanji Brown Jackson, I believe that's her name, for the Supreme Court, she was chosen because she's a black woman. I mean, yeah, whatever. But anyway, please vote accordingly because this is very important. If you want common sense things, secure border, a strong military, no wokeism inside the military, men, if you don't want men playing in women's sports, if you want low taxes, low regulation, booming economy, then vote for Trump. It's just basic common sense. That's all it is. But all right, guys. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.